What it do? I already know what time it is, man. Let's get into these it's Friday, November 7th. NBA picks, man. We got a full slate, full card. About what, 11, 12 games on the card, so it's time to make a bag, man. I know I went missing again, man, but y'all know being a first time father is everything, you know what I'm saying? All praises be to the most high, you know what I'm saying? Um, Y'all know how I get being a first time father for my people that got kids out there. Y'all know it's cracking. You know what I'm saying? But let's get into this bag. It's time to make some money and let's have a good, profitable day. Before I get to these picks, man, don't forget, like I tell y'all, like, share, subscribe, man. Subscribe to the channel. Let's make some money. I will get better with my time. I promise you. Let's get right into it. All praise be to the Most High. Let's get into it. First game up, we got the Cleveland Cavaliers laying minus 12.5. Currently, right now, with 2 hours before the game that I'm recording this, they're laying 13.5. If you caught it at minus 12.5, even better. 13.5, I still like it. I think it's gonna be a blowout win. I could see a backdoor, but we got to be optimistic here because the Wizards are, they waste management, man. They're not that good, but they will have their spots where they'll do a backdoor on you. But I don't believe it's this spot. So give me the Cleveland Cavaliers, all right, covering the minus 12.5, 13.5, whatever, on the road in Washington going up against the Wizards. For the second game, we got the Boston Celtics getting 3.5 on the road in Orlando going up against the Magic. Now we know the Magic, just have not looked good since the season started. Shaky, all that, just inconsistent, losing people money, just horrible. If you're doing parlays with them, they just messing up the parlay bad, right? Everybody's scared to take the Magic. They look unrecognizable from last year to what we see currently right now. But with this spot here, with them at the house, being the favorite at that, especially how they've been playing, and now they're the favorite at the house going up against the Boston Celtics, I do like this spot. And we know the Celtics have a history of beating up on the Magic, but I do like this spot here for the Magic. I do feel like they're going to be, up and motivated, ready to turn around current events that we've been seeing. So give me the Orlando Magic to cover the 3.5 at the house going up against the Boston Celtics. That's for the second game. Third game, we got the Houston Rockets laying 4.5 on the road going up against the San Antonio Spurs. And for this game here, man, give me the San Antonio Spurs getting the 4.5 at the house going up against the Houston Rockets. Now, San Antonio Spurs had a heartbreaking loss against the LA Lakers in their last game. I feel like they come out, with a chip on their shoulder and ready to do their thing, ready to dance at the house, going up against KD and the Rockets. Give me the Spurs to keep this close, to keep it within that 4.5. Next game, we got the Toronto Raptors getting 2 on the road in Atlanta, going up against the Hawks. Now, we know they ain't no Trae Young, but I like this spot for the Atlanta Hawks here. And I'm not going to take them to cover the 2. I feel like it's going to go down to the wire, even without Trae. But I feel like they're the favorite for a reason. Give me the Atlanta Hawks on the money line, minus 134 on FanDuel to win outright against the Toronto Raptors. Next game up, we got the Detroit Pistons laying 10.5 on the road in Brooklyn going up against the Nets. And this is one of my best bets. For this game here, man, give me the Brooklyn Nets plus the 10.5. All right, at the house. And we're going to sprinkle a little something on the Nets to win outright plus 360. I like this spot for the Nets. We know the Nets just snapped a 7-game, 8-game losing streak against the Pacers in a last game. After a long winning streak or a long losing streak, however it went, I like to, take that team again to perform the same way. So if they was on a long winning streak and they finally snapped it to lose, I like to take them back to back to lose. If they was, on a long losing streak and they finally won, I like to take them on the second game to win again, to at least, win twice. Then they probably go back to being that sucky team that we know them to be. But so with that spot, I like this spot here for the Brooklyn Nets. Give me the Brooklyn Nets to win outright. All right, we're going to take them plus the points, but we definitely going to be sprinkling a little something on the Nets to win outright at the house going against the Detroit Pistons. Now, I know there ain't no Cam Thomas. I know that, but I like this spot for the Nets. All right, and that is one of my best bets. I only got two today. I just gave y'all my first one. Next game, we got the Chicago Bulls getting 4.5 on the road going up against the Milwaukee Bucks. For this game here, man, give me the Milwaukee Bucks to cover the 4.5 at the house going up against the Chicago Bulls. What the Bulls are doing is cute. It's nice. But we know, there's just going to be a time frame to where it's just going to be like, this is what they really about. You get what I'm saying? May not be this game, but I do like the Milwaukee Bucks to cover the 4.5. Because I'm still waiting for Kobe White to come back. I know he's coming back in a couple of weeks, but this Chicago Bulls team, is not ready for the Milwaukee Bucks. Me personally, that's my prediction. Next game, we got the Utah Jazz. My Utah Jazz that I'm very, very, in high hopes about this season. But they did, they did upset me, man. They didn't cover that 10 against the last game against the Nets. They didn't cover, but it's all right. You know what I'm saying? But got the Utah Jazz here getting 12.5 on the road in Minnesota going up against the Timberwolves. For this game here, man, give me the Utah Jazz to cover the 12.5 on the road in Minnesota. Next game, got the Dallas Mavericks getting 4.5 at Memphis going up against the Grizzlies. Now, we know all the commotion that's going on with John Moran and the coaches in Memphis right now. We get it. But I like this spot here for the Memphis Grizzlies. I feel like, that just fuels those bench plays and the other players. Like, that's what Ja got going on with the coaches and all that, but that ain't got nothing to do with our game. And this is going to be a good spot for somebody to make a name for themselves, you know what I'm saying, with to prove themselves that they should be, a starter or whatever the case may be. It gives people opportunities to break out. I like the Memphis here. Give me the Memphis Grizzlies to win outright. It's juiced up. You know what I'm saying? Probably saying you can pull with a parlay, but give me the Memphis Grizzlies on the money line, minus 180. All right, to win outright at the house going up against the Dallas Mavericks. Next game up, we got the Charlotte Hornets getting 7.5 on the road going up against Miami. And I know LaMelo, his game time decision. They're gonna play with that until tip off. But I like the Charlotte Hornets here to cover the 7.5 on the road against Miami. Next game up, we got the Golden State Warriors getting 9.5 on the road in Denver, going up against the Nuggets. And for this here, man, give me the Denver Nuggets to cover the 9.5 at the house, going up against the Golden State Warriors. The last game, this is my second best bet of the night. Got the Oklahoma City Thunder laying 12.5. Now I think it's at 11.5 at the time of me recording this video. They're laying 11.5 on the road going up against Sacramento Kings. Do not like this spot for the Thunder. Now, we know the Thunder finally snapped their winning streak against the Portland Trailblazers the other night. Portland Trailblazers went outright. And I was on it. I didn't give it out. I was on it. You know what I'm saying? I was on it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to take credit for it, but I was on it. Y'all know I know how to, you know what I'm saying, peek through the blinds and see where them underdogs is at. You know what I'm saying? So I called it, but like I said, I ain't gonna take no credit for it. But for this game here, remember I tell y'all, after a long winning streak, after they snap that winning streak or losing streak, take them to do that, to take that same current, stance. If there was a long winning streak and they finally lost, take them again to lose again for a back-to-back loss. Third game, then you can go back to them. But 9 times out of 10, take them again to lose or to win. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it was. If it was a long winning streak and they finally lost, take them again to lose. If it was a long losing streak and they finally won, take them again to win. So with that mathematics that I've seen worked out in so many seasons, we're going to be taking the Sacramento Kings to win outright against the Oklahoma City Thunder. All right. That's my second best bet of the night. Sacramento Kings to win outright is plus 420. We on that. We're going to be taking the Kings plus 11.5, of course, but we definitely going to be sprinkling a little something on the Kings to win outright plus 420. Just like how we taking the Nets plus the points and sprinkling a little something on the Nets to win outright. All right, those are my 2 best bets. Let's make a bag, man. Let's get some money. I already know. Like, share, subscribe. Subscribe to the channel. Show some love. Comment below, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But show some love, man. Let's get to this bag. All praise be to the Most High. Let's get it.